Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the new chapter electric potential and capacitance. So we start with a problem: how to find work done by electrostatic force on a charge q when charge q moves in electric field from point A to point B. The electric field may be uniform or non-uniform. For this problem, we have taken this diagram. You can see that electric field is non-uniform in nature. This electric field may be produced by a point charge. Now in this non-uniform electric field, suppose a charge is moved from point A to point B, and for simplicity we will take the path along the direction of electric field line. Since the electric field is non-uniform, and you can see it is decreasing from point A to point B because the field is diverging. So the field is non-uniform, so the force experienced by the charge when it is at A will be greater than when the charge is at B because the electric field is decreasing. So along this path or any path we will take, we can see that electric field is changing, and so the force experienced by the charge is changing. So if we have to find the work for the whole path from A to B, we have to use the concept of variable work. The formula we will use is W is equal to integral F dot dr. This is the work done by variable force. Electrostatic force is changing as we move the charge from A to B. In this case, we have to use this formula. We cannot use the constant force formula. Now for simplicity, as we have said earlier, we will take the path along the direction of electric field line. So we can write it here. Now, what is the angle between vector E and vector dr? So we take the point P first. This is an arbitrary point P, and the value of electric field at this point is E. The value of electric field at A is EA, and the value of electric field at B is EB. At point P, we have taken the electric field to be E. This is a function of position. And suppose we displace the charge by infinitesimal distance dr. So E and dr have the same direction. So we can write here QE dr, because the angle between E and dr is 0 degree. So cos 0 is 1, it is equal to integral QE dr. Now, if we take this electric field to be produced by a point charge capital Q, then we can write E to be KQ by R square, where R is the distance of this point P from the location of charge capital Q dr, and we are integrating this from point A to point B. Now we can take the constant out, KQQ, and we have to integrate 1 by R square with respect to dr. So I think you all can find this integration. First we write it like this: R to the power minus 2 dr, and you all know the formula. So the integration of this integrand is r to the power minus 2 plus 1 by minus 2 plus 1. And for position B, the location of this point B is at a distance of RB from the location of charge Q, and the position of A is RA. This minus comes from minus 2 plus 1 minus 1. We have taken it outside. And finally, we put the limits. Upper limit r to the power b minus 1 minus r to the ra to the power minus 1. Now we can write it like this: minus kqq 1 by rb minus 1 by ra. Now the left hand side was work done by conservative force, electrostatic force. Now as you have already studied in class 11th, work potential energy theorem. In that theorem, you may recall that the work done by conservative force is equal to negative of change in potential energy. So work done by conservative force is equal to negative of change in potential energy. Here we can write it minus UB minus UA, U final minus U initial. So here the work is also conservative. Work is done by conservative force, that is electrostatic force. So we can write W to be minus UB minus UA, and this is equal to minus KQQ 1 by RB minus 1 by RA. We can cancel out the negative sign and get UB minus UA is equal to KQQ by 1 by RB minus 1 by RA. This is the expression of electrostatic potential energy difference, because you can see it is a difference of potential energy, U final minus U initial. From this expression, you can easily see that the first term corresponds to UB and the second term corresponds to UA. Let us see. So you can see UB is equal to KQQ by RB and UA is equal to KQQ by RA. In general, we can write U is equal to KQQ by R. So this is the formula of electrostatic potential energy, and it is a very simple formula. If we can draw the charges Q and Q, this is the charge Q which was producing electric field shown in that diagram, and this is the charge Q. Suppose this charge Q is located at a distance of R, then the potential energy corresponding to this configuration is given by U is equal to KQQ by R. So it is a very simple formula. Simply you can see that the charges are separated by distance R, so you have to write simply KQQ by R. And you change the distance between the charges, U will change. But the potential energy is not a significant term. The significant term is potential energy difference, because we can add any non-zero constant to the potential energy, and we can take any value of potential energy at a point by adding that term. But potential energy difference remains constant. This is just like gravitational potential energy. You can take any horizontal line to have a potential energy of 0, and if you move upward, potential energy increases. You move downward, potential energy decreases. So the significant term is potential energy difference. Now we come to the concept of potential, electric potential. So U is KQQ by R. Now electric potential is defined as potential energy per unit charge. Now which charge has to be taken? The test charge has to be taken. The point at which we want to find electric field, or we want to find the effect of the force on the charge, on which charge we have to find the effect, that charge has to be taken, and capital Q is the source charge. So V is the electric potential is the potential energy per unit charge. So its formula comes out to be KQQ by R. So it is a very simple formula. If you have a source charge Q and at point P you want to find the potential, which is a distance of R, simply you can get it by V is equal to KQQ by R. In the next video we will see how to find work for a configuration of a dipole.